Hi, I'm Brak, a very tired Brak, but I'm here, I'm up. It's 2:45 in the morning. I'm ready to have a look at whatever the Warhammer community people are going to throw at us. I'm hoping they're orcs. I got a coffee, I'm going to have a sip, and I'm going to wait. And it's going to be fun. I'll get back to you after I've had a coffee and watched this thing. Oh my god. Oh my very god. Well, we asked for orcs, and we hoped for orcs, and orcs is what we got. Loads of them. Shed loads of them. I am fangirling so much right now. I just can't believe it. There's so much. And in fact, there is too much for me to cover in one video. So what I plan to do with this video is just give a quick overview, chuck a little bit of insights in, and then over the next week, I'll be bringing out a video a day covering each separate thing. So anyway, I know you want to see orcs, so orcs are coming. Okay, here we are, Warhammer Fest Online Day 5, even more Warhammer, 40,000. I didn't mind the sisters bit. I'm not really interested in the sisters, but yeah, it was okay. Now, there's a prelude stuff. We're back again in the world of Warhammer again today, and things are a little greener than usual. Well, yes, I suppose that the Beast Snagga Orcs Army Box. Now, unless you've been living deep in the Underhive for the last few months, you'll have heard the approach of the Beast Snagga Orcs thundering closer every day. Now, the initial wave is almost here. Now, I'm not going to show this video. I want to do that a little later because there is so much in there to unpack. So much. Lots of hints of things to come or what may come. I can do probably an hour of speculation on that. So have a look. Get to the Warhammer community page. Have a little look for yourself. And yeah, it's well worth having a look. Soon you can start your next Green Tide with a box set featuring the Beast Snagga Orcs. So here we are. So the Beast Snagga Orcs. So it's a nice looking box. 26 miniatures, which we'll get to later. And yeah, so an attractive looking thing. I'm wondering how much my wallet is sort of crying out in pain just for me looking at this, but anyway, that's all speculation, isn't it? Alright, so you've seen a few Squeakhog boys already, but there's a whole mob of models in this box that are seeing light for the first time of day. So let's just take a big look at this. So we've got 26 models. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 boys. And that thing, you know who it is. We'll get to there later. Trying to build up the suspense. So the boys, look, there's double-handed stuff. So looks like sluggers, and these choppers look a lot bigger than usual. Are they choppers? Are they got a different special name? Wow. And do we have something? What's that? There's a guy holding a very large weapon there. That's ominous. Very different. So obviously a heavy weapon, or maybe a heavy assault weapon type thing, but most are either holding sluggers or what seem to be sluggers. There's one that looks like a shooter here. There's lots of different poses. Some of the models do look a little bit similar. That guy and that guy looks very similar. is it the same model? Are these two the same model? Oh, actually, he looks like he's got a claw, and bit hard to tell. Yeah, so, and we've got shooters down here. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. And then we have the Boar Boys, and he's a knob, but we'll talk about that later. And we've got this little guy down here, so wow. Okay, mobs of mounted beast snaggers are often led into battle by a knob, much like their foot-slogging comrades. For these brutal warriors, the regular squeakhold doesn't offer quite enough oomph on the charge. Instead, they ride ferocious smasher squeaks. Smasher squeaks. Adorned with a heavy armor plate that's perfect for becoming the living, snarling wrecking ball that all orcs aspire to be. Alright, now let's look at that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I really, really like this. Yeah, that metal armor plate's fantastic. A little cybernetic arm. He's got a revolver type looking slugger. I'm going to call it a slugger. They might give it a different name, but we don't know. Oh, and he's got a very large chopper at the back. So this is really, really nice. So what do they say? So mobs of mounts are often led into battle by a knob. So does that mean that's all in one kit, or is it separate? Anyway, that's something for us to ponder about. Maybe another video. Speaking of leaders, you may have noticed a particular conspicuous gentleman with a rather wild crop of hair hanging around. Zodgrod Wart Snagger is one of a rare breed, a runt herd for hire, shunned by orc society for his wild and preposterous ideas. His supposedly absurd theory, maybe grots aren't entirely useless after all. Let's just have a look at him. Yeah, look, my initial thought was that when they did the showcase for the Pain Boss, they mentioned this at the end, and they sort of said that they hinted that we won't be talking about it till about 2 weeks. So does that mean they're going to rehash this guy in 2 weeks in their model feature, or is there other characters coming? Another question I will need to ponder in a future video. Oh, he's great. He looks nothing like the old Zodgrod, and he also looks very much like him as well. This is just great, a good nod to the past. And yeah, so he's had a leg chopped off, he's got a slugger, so that's good. This massive looking hook, that's obviously to tame some things or to get some grots in line. And this grot claw, wow, what an amazing looking thing. I've got to get me one of these. Okay, by using such un-orky practices as positive reinforcement, Zodgrod lifts the runts under his care to heights other Gretchen can only dream of, much to the collective derision of his peers. Now that's something. We've got him in a box, but not that many Gretchen. What's going on there, hey? Does that mean we'll get... Well, I hope this means new grots. You know my thoughts about the old grot set. And, what the heck? Ding, there's the thing. So, yeah, look, it's, yeah. Hopefully. But who knows? Okay, by using such un-orky practices as positive reinforcement, Zodgrod lifts the runts under his care to heights other Gretchen can only dream of. Yeah, oh sorry, we just did that, didn't I? This doesn't stop many beast snagger grots from being used for classically creative orc engineering. However, particularly unlucky types might find themselves as the brain in a new breed of smart weapon accompanying the Squighog boys. Ooh. Okay. A new type of weapon. The Squighog boys. As a brain in a new breed of smart. Okay. Let's look at this a little closer. He's a little grot with a he's got what looks like a very large nail, or he's using it as a dagger. But there's lots of bombs going on here, and he's riding this. Is he riding what could be the Beast Snagger's version of a bomb squig? Is that what that is? Oh, I do hope so. I really do hope so. Yeah. Wow. Wow. I don't know for certain, but wow. And let's have a little bit closer. So we've got three. We've seen most of this before. Actually, had we seen this one with the pose sort of riding in the air? So that's nice to know that there's three different types here. And yeah, look, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm trying to make this a quick video, aren't I? And yeah, look, so much to unpack here. And I do apologise for going through a little bit too much, but it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I've had a couple of hours sleep, and I'd like to just go back to bed a little bit later and have a proper sleep in. Sorry, that was a little bit selfish of me, wasn't it? But anyway, in addition to all these models that are perfect for starting a beast war of your own, the new Army box offers a chance to get your hands on a full Orc Codex early. The standalone book's release is arriving for a short time later. You know, when the Vanguard approaches, the rest of the war isn't far behind. We can't wait for all the new orcs, so we just have to go and talk to the studio team to find out. Okay, so they did that. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. If you didn't see the Twitch from the Warhammer community, then you may not have picked up on it. It looks like this book is going to be in the box and is going to come a little bit early. They did say it is limited, but they also did say that every unit that we saw in that box is going to be available separately. So if you miss out, then not to worry. Now, I've got some thoughts about that, but I'm going to save that for another video. Yeah. We can't wait for all the new orcs, so we just have to go and talk to the... So yeah, that was nothing new. That you fangirled about that. But yeah, press the button, have a look. It might be fun. Best of all, these models we've shown off are only half of the greenskin reinforcements you'll be seeing this year. Now keep an eye firmly trained on our regular Here We Go article series to discover what's coming up next. So that was the series I was talking about. So it seems to be at the moment every second week. So yeah, there's more new stuff coming. And if you're worried about Beast Snaggers getting all the new toys, then don't be. Mega armoured war bosses have appeared in the Orc Codex before, but didn't have their own miniature up until now. We are excited to finally show off the first true appearance of this much requested model. And here he is, this is nice. This is really nice. We've been asking this for years, and when they didn't give it to us and they put it in the Legends, we got very upset, rightfully so, and now we have it. Mega Armored War Boss. And yeah, look, he's like the Mega Armored Knobs, but different. And they were saying that this chopper is the biggest chopper in the Ork codex. So that's interesting. And oh yeah, look at these nice goth colours there, but yeah, I'm sure they look nice in blue too. And he has this little Gretchen up there with a gun. Now, this makes me think, if there is a Gretchen manning this shooter or custom shooter or whatever it is called, will it get an extra ballistic skill? We get a +1. I hope so. I really, really hope so. And why not? Why not? The head, I'm not quite sure. Look, it's a bit angry. I hope there's another head to go with this one. He's just a bit too snarly. Yeah. But other than that, looking good. Looking really good. Plenty of orcs that are happy to adorn themselves in their Mech Boys creations, and when a war boss fancies shrugging off anti-tank weapons on his way to scrap, they can often reach out for a suit of mega armor. Of course, the only reasonable weapon to carry at this point is the largest orc portable chopper we have ever seen. Okay, so they're calling it a portable chopper. And luckily, a particularly courageous Gretchen is on hand to fire his shooter now the boss's hands are full. Yeah, let's yeah. This is nice. This is really nice. And then there's some Cadian shock troops, which was really interesting. Yeah, go and check that out as well. But I'm not. This is an Orc channel. All right. Okay. Well, that's it. Like I said, so much news. They're coming. There's still things we don't know. They were very coy about when the new release. They said it was going to. I didn't like the response. It was don't hold your breath, but but it'll be soon. Which I would have liked a little bit more. If they said by the end of such and such, that'd be nice too. But I suppose they're managing expectations or creating hype. So let's just have a look at this. Wow. Okay. Now, while I'm thinking about this, closing remarks, what can I say? So, what do we know? We know that beast snaggers are going to be a thing. They're saying they're akin to the speed freaks. So they but they're not a clan. They did use the term subculture, and they did hint that they would synergize better with the snake bites. And then they sort of played that down a bit. So yeah, and they were saying that it was that you can play them along, or you can play them alone as they are. You can put them with other clans; they still work quite well. And that's what they were saying. We're not going to know until we actually open up the codex and have a look, will we? So the synergizing with the snake bites is interesting, and and there's a lot of stuff of hints to go in here, which I'm not going to go through. That's another video. wow. So, lots of stuff. Some new units. So I see 3 new units here. And so also and we've got the pain boys, the pain boss as well. So wow, that's pretty good. But they're saying there's going to be more. So what the more is, we'll just have to wait and see. And when it comes out, soonish. My guess is I'm thinking June, July now. But that's just a guess. I don't know. So yeah. So by the time of the Northern Hemisphere summer. So we'll just have to wait and see. All right. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. As I said, that's just a quick run through of what's to come. What I plan to be doing is I'm going to unpack it all, have a good look, and then daily for the next week, starting on Monday, I'll be looking at a certain aspect of this. I'm not quite sure which order it's going to be soon, so you just hang around for that. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. And also, if you'd like to help me financially, you can do so via Patreon or buy me a coffee. The link will be below in the description. Okay, time to toddle off. And remember, if you're going crumping, you gotta bash early and bash often.